You hear it all the time, but what a difference a week makes. The Illini were embarrassed in Maryland last Saturday. 1 week later, they put on the performance of the year at home against Minnesota. Illinois did nearly whatever they wanted to the Gophers in the 55-31 win. The offense went off for 646 yards. That's the fifth most in a game in Illinois history. On defense, Lovie Smith took over the play calling after Hardy Nickerson resigned on Monday, and there was a noticeable difference.
I think with Coach Smith calling the plays, it was a different feel to it. Like, we were bringing more pressure and we was more lively. And I think, like, most of the plays he was calling, he was, like, putting our athletes in the best position to make a play.
I liked it, being more aggressive at some points of the game, being tricky up front with our movements. It was just something that I liked, keep the offense on balance, not really being predictable as a defense. That's something I liked out of today.
Per usual, Robert Rosenthal from IlliniBoard.com stopping by to help us break down this weekend's game. Saturday's kind of what people were promised when they signed up with the Lovie Smith team.
Yes, it was the exact game that you expect, that you were told at Lovie's opening press conference. We're going to run the ball. We're going to play good defense.
And this is all on the heels of a terrible three-day span where you lost to Maryland, player got arrested, and you lost your defensive coordinator.
Yeah, not just lost to Maryland, 700 yards to a Maryland team that bookended that with 100 yards either side with, in their other games. So yeah, to come off of that and the arrest and the defensive coordinator leaving, this really low point, to come out at home on Dad's Day and not just put together a big performance, but to put up 55 points. That's finally a statement in the other direction.
Other than that one game last year that Hardy missed, this is the first time Lovie's controlled the defense. How much of a difference was that?
I think it was. Obviously they were doing different things. Obviously it was way more blitzing than we had seen. Lovie does like to sit in a base defense, keep the ball in front of you, no big plays, force those turnovers as you're doing that. So he's still going to do that, but I think he called all the right signals today. Some of those blitzes, the few sacks, some of those things were really important in certain parts of the game.
On the other side of the ball, A.J. Bush kind of rejuvenated his season here at Illinois the last couple of games.
Yeah, it feels like those two throws to Dominic Stampley last week. The Maryland game's over. It's just garbage time. But he stopped pressing, he stopped short-arming throws, and he just sat back and played football. And so that carried forward to this week. He seems a lot more relaxed. He doesn't have happy feet. He's just sitting in the pocket, making the throws he needs to.
Thanks as always, Robert. Here's some other news and notes from Saturday. The 55 points was the most in a Big Ten regulation game since 2008. 10.8 yards per play is the most since at least 2000. Illinois had 3 runs of more than 70 yards. That's only the second time that's ever happened. And Reggie Corbin's 213 yards is the first time an Illini has eclipsed 200 since Mikel LaShore in 2010.